How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the 100% walkthrough for The Last Hero of Nostalgaia. Last episode, we pretty much finished up Festivity Row, and we are about to pretty much head out of here and continue on to the next area. So, we unlocked this shortcut last episode in the theater, so we will take up this guy. Got glitched out again. Well, good by my standards. So there's just a couple of those guys that like to make you a snack down here. Oh my god. Starting off good. Starting off good. Okay, another one over here. That made a snack again. Oh my god. 3 for 3. Okay. So we got the old man over here on the stage. Make sure you don't hit him thinking he's an enemy or something. So let's take a look at that rune. The napkin, I believe we picked up before, health regen on rebuff. And then the candlestick one, stamina regen on parry. Alright, so let's talk to this guy.
You've put on quite the show, hero. Has your toiling and bleeding brought you answers? Or has the struggle to discover been taken from you? Have you been gifted direction? For my part, I seem to remember more as you struggle. There's value in that struggle. In struggle, I'm certain of it. The past, even in its pain, gives meaning to the future. I wonder, you have no doubt seen the flickering doors throughout Nostalgaia. They are chasms, with no path forward, because they hold no memory of what they were. What might happen if you offered memory back to these forgetting spaces? Why don't you try?
Flickering objects can be restored by offering some memory using your little stick arms. What? Now he's in front of us. It's a cool magic trick.
I expected as much. 'Tis not only objects that are forgetting themselves in Nostalgaia. Her hostile denizens may also be affected by your generosity.
Okay, weaponless stick arms now do more damage. They also have other effects. For example, try punching an enemy's shield. So we
You gave back. The useless, ugly abomination gave back.
now get through the glitch doors, and we have another NPC fight right here.
Fatima Hassan!
This guy likes his spear. Be mindful of that, as you can see. Get off the stairs so I'm not at an elevation fighting this guy. Oh no. Ran out of stamina.
Fatima Hassan!
Okay. So now, let's pick up this variable of balance. Not sure if I showed that off before, but basically that is used for quality scaling on weapons if you want to do that, if you're doing a quality build. Okay. So now through here, you should recognize, let's get a little closer, nice little shortcut. This glitchy door look familiar. Okay, so we can open that now. And we're back in Orshaf Village. Right where we met the Reservoir of Pain for the first time. So I am going to level up my sword a few times here, since we're right at the blacksmith.
I wonder if the smith's hammer choosing me ain't a sign there may be no masters left. Oh well.
So, actually, see if I can infuse anything on that. Yeah, right now all we can do is Legend of Independence. That's basically, I think that's Dex scaling. Okay, so we're gonna bump that up as much as we can. Okay, now we just need a fragment of tradition. Should get those somewhat soon.
If you find another anvil, especially with a master smith, remember to summon me there too.
I'm gonna rest here actually, because it's a little bit closer to where we're going. In case anything bad happens, it's actually a little bit closer. Okay. Back over where we were. We are heading up to the next area. So this area, quest reward
Imagine,
vault.
if you can, being strung to a thing which you love, but which you cannot save. Imagination requires depth, Satirical.
Okay, so as you can see, we have some more of these guys fighting the knights here. This is actually probably a really good place in the game if you want to do some farming. Some kind of hassle-free farming. We got the Crown of the Undone. Check that out. This is another relic we will need to remember. If I can find it. There it is. Okay. So we gotta remember that later on. Okay. Let's talk to the Reservoir of Pain.
Oh, a lot of anguish out there, isn't there, good buddy? Ooh, geez. Yeah, there is. Oh, remember that sweet sword I gave you? Powerful, right? I can give you more powerful artifacts. All you have to do is bring me the relics you find that are burdened with memories. I can absorb their suffering, their longing, so you don't need to solve their mysteries. Instead, you'll get to wield super duper awesome versions of them to beat up whatever bad guys you chase. And their liberated husks won't have any memories left to burden you with. Win-win!
Okay, so here's where we can start to unburden things with Reservoir of Pain. Okay, so they grow stronger, but they lose their lore and special abilities. This cannot be undone. So this is everything that we can unburden if we wanted to right now. So, obviously,
How can I help?
we're not doing that right now. So like I was saying, this area, since everybody fights each other, very important item. Another easy maker key for the merchant. And in here, we can summon the blacksmith again. Could have just done my upgrades here, but oh well.
Wow. These vaults once held rewards for our heroes. Having restored our good king, a hero would return to a procession and play, honouring their deeds. We would give them our most beautiful craft. Not for fighting, just tokens of our adoration, our veneration. Of course, their story wasn't yet over then. There was still the kidnapping during the festivities. Oh, good times. Still no Master Smith, but maybe tradition lingers. I might be able to try some more complex enhancements if you're feeling brave, hero.
Okay, so by him saying that, you can do different infusions now. So if we look at this, we can now do a quality scaling on the
Thank you for giving me a
character
purpose,
here if we
hero.
wanted to. So, again, back to the farming, since everybody fights each other in this area, pretty easy to get some, like, at least, probably like in between 7 to 10,000 per run in this place. Just open up the doors and let everybody free for all, and clear out the stragglers like that. So, pretty hassle-free. Fireplace stone. Okay, so up here, got some more cells. I'm gonna run over here and open this up. Use those delicious iframes to your advantage. As you can see, those knights get pretty overwhelmed by these guys. The Legend of Independence. Okay, in here we're gonna remember a weapon in a second. Let's grab this Bucko Blade. A good greatsword. Oh. I need 10 decks. I forgot about that. So, starts off as a quality weapon. You could infuse it with just strength if you wanted to. Okay, so in here, we are remembering. There it is. The Arachnid's Stinger. Now if we look at our bonuses, we're now getting increased damage for remembered weapons, which is good. We'll get another one of those bonuses as well as we continue to remember things. So our remembered weapons will get their damage output increased, which is good. The Legend of Independence. Open this up. Sit back with some popcorn and watch the show. It's not much of a show. That knight got obliterated. is another set that we will need to remember a little bit. And here is Old Blade.
Finally. Time for Old Blade to face the chasm? No. Wait, you don't serve my captors. You're one of us. Never thought I'd meet a young spawn again. Blade the Bold. They called me. Don't think about it too hard. I lost my courage, see? Lost my heroic icon with it. Listen, I can tell you're a good kid. I've seen enough heroes to know. If you find my icon out there, maybe, could you return it to me? I want to be meaningful again. Before this whole thing ends. Ain't no reason for me to leave this cell. I'm meaningless. On account of my failure. If they'd have thrown me in the chasm, at least there'd be no memory of my shame. You still got heroism in you, kid. I can tell. Get out there and save the day. Ain't no reason for me to leave this cell. I'm meaningless. On account of my failure. If they'd have thrown me in the chasm, at least there'd be no memory of my shame. You still got heroism in you, kid. Get out there and save the day.
Okay.
Ain't no reason for me to... if they'd have... get out...
Alright. So, I screwed up his questline in my first playthrough. So hopefully we can not do that in this run. I believe I progressed too far, and then I found his icon and gave it to him, which is what we need to do, but I think I progressed too far and he just stayed in his cell the whole game. So take out these guys. Now this is the spot where I was saying they could farm the disgraced knights, because behind the room behind these guys is a beacon. Oh god. So they're close to the beacon for farming, but like I said, you know, you would have had to farm them here and then go back to Festivity Row to remember their armor set. Okay. Power Star. And let's just run up and smack the shit out of this dude. Go. Okay. And we get a Lichy Boy chest. And the Crucible. Pretty cool axe. It is a dex weapon, if I recall correctly. And it's pretty quick. Swings pretty fast. So we can just spend 3,000 to unlock that. And then over here, we have the beacon. So over here we have a very cool weapon, the Irrelevant Appendage. This thing is very, very cool. It reminds me of the amygdala arm from Bloodborne. So, if we use this here, I think this, we need to remember this, but that's like kind of late game that we remember that, unfortunately. Look how fast this thing is. And it, if I remember correctly, yeah, you see that like double hit with the charged R2. It's pretty nice. And then the two-handed. There's the R2. And then the charged R2 is basically the same thing. Yeah, it's just a charged version. Very cool weapon. I was actually thinking about using that here, but obviously the range is a little lackluster. And it does get quality scaling, so. Very cool weapon. Now, right here, I believe we can we can remember the Master Chef set. Where did you jump from? Scared the shit out of me, bro. You need to stop. Oh my god. Jesus. Just trying to remember relics over here. You're coming in here. Beating me up in the kitchen. It's not cool. Alright. So looking at the time, I think we
The narrator had taken to scathing others in his duress. Sudden... Ugh. Forget it. What? Don't poop a pixel.
think we have time to take on the next great one. Gnom the Consumer.
Toothpick approached the banquet table. Surely there was no hope.
There's our boy Nero right there. Okay, agile paperweight. So that looks like the new ones are at the bottom all the time. That will decrease your stamina usage, so I might actually use that now, maybe. Yeah. Let's put that on. So, let's talk to our boy Nero here.
Together, my friend, we shall prove our worth. Yes, yes!
Okay, so Gnom the Consumer is probably the hardest boss in the game, I would say. At least from the perspective that he has a pretty complex moveset, and he flips around and moves around quite a bit. So he becomes kind of very, very hard to hit. With an NPC here, he's not going to be that bad. It's still going to be difficult, but with an NPC, I beat him on my in my first playthrough without an NPC because I screwed up Nero's questline. So as you can see, he has a lot of flips around a lot. He has thrust attacks there. He also has some sweeping attacks like that. Okay. So let's try that again. Alright. So, he has a lot of thrusting attacks, and I feel like that there. I feel like those are really the best times to hit him. Just have to watch out for the sweeping attacks. Especially like here with me, with another NPC, like trying to get behind him. He's gonna be probably hitting me with those sweeping attacks. But okay, so this, he'll go over here, and some ice blasts are gonna come out. Like right there. 3 of them. Just gotta dodge them. That's what happens when you're talking and trying to fight at the same time. This, he does the spin the win, and then a quick one at the end, and then another thrust. Sometimes he doesn't do that thrust at the end of that. It's really just a matter of, it's gonna take a minute for you to figure out like what he's gonna be doing. Honestly, I don't even have this stuff memorized either. Like, it's pretty tough. You can see he moves around a lot. Okay, now Nero's getting blasted in the face by those things. Just standing there and taking it. Watch out for those. That, he's gonna, yeah, when he pulls that out of the ground, he's gonna hit you with it, so careful of that. As you can see, this guy is just absolutely relentless. Those thrust attacks, there he goes with the spin the win again. Okay, now when he does this, try and run in, beat on him, because he's gonna heal. He also clones himself. So, with an NPC, this is a lot easier. You just gotta smack this clone, because otherwise he's just gonna, like, keep doing those ranged attacks, like Gnom does. So, take him out, get back in the fight. Your NPC buddy. This fight is gonna be the hardest, like when you're doing the no NPC run. Honestly, like I said, I beat him without an NPC the first time. It just took a minute. The part where he splits himself off is gonna be probably the diciest part without an NPC, because you gotta run up and try and beat that guy down before Gnom comes after you himself. So he goes with the thrusts again. It probably isn't the best weapon to be using with him, because every time I swing, he's like flipping over and stuff. Careful here, I got no heals. There we go. Alright, so we got his icon and his dancing pole. The dancing pole you can remember on that stage in Festivity Row where we talked to the old man.
Did you see that? Did you see that? I went swoosh, slash, stabbity, stabbity, stab! I am the greatest. We are. We're awesome. We're...
Okay. So, we will meet Nero later on. And... oh, this is the way out. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the beacon, level up before I move on here. So like I said, that boss is kind of difficult. It may take a few tries and kind of learn his moveset. Like I said, I am no expert at fighting him, as you can see. I mean, I barely made it through that, but... So we're going to use his icon. Get another charge to our heals. And Honestly, I think I may go Vitality. We're starting to get there in the game where things are gonna start hitting harder. So I think that's good. But that is it for now, guys. In the next part, we will continue on. So hopefully you are all doing well. Stay tuned. More coming at you. Take care.